Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's pinning and induction ceremony. Excuse me. If you'll all rise, we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Everybody stay standing. Dear Lord, as we gather to celebrate the promotion of these men and women, our hearts are filled with happiness for them and their families. You have prepared them for this day and blessed them with this special trust. You endowed them with the abilities of mind, body, and spirit more than equal to the task. You gave them leaders, mentors, and peers to help them along the way. You sustained them and protected them in days of difficulty and peril. Remember that to whom much is given, much is required. I ask you to direct their steps and give them the strength to carry out their new responsibilities. Lead all of us in the way of peace. Unite us in the spirit of service. Nourish and sustain us in our vocation. For the sake of your holy name. Amen. We're going to have a moment of silence for Captain Mike Fletcher. All right. Next up is going to be Chief Ellis.
Thank you all. You can be seated. I'd like to welcome all of you to joining us in this ceremony. It's a very time-honored tradition to have a pinning ceremony of this nature. We'll get into the explanation here in a little bit, but before I begin, I'd like to do some introductions. First and foremost, I'd like to thank one of our commissioners, Jeff Kennard, for joining us today. Next up, we have our Fire Chief Craig Stevens. Next to him is our Deputy Chief Keith Long. In the back row, we have one of our battalion chiefs, LJ White. That's one of the few times he gets an applause. So. Next to him is one of our training captains, Dustin Green. And then behind, or to his side, is our new Fire Marshal, Mike Simic. I don't need an applause. I'm the Division Chief of Administration, Greg Ellis. Again, thank you guys all for coming with us today. This ceremony is the culmination of many weeks of hard work. I know you guys spent the last 6 weeks, and as the rest of you guys spent many of the weeks prior to that, going through some very tough times and challenging environments. So thank you all for coming to join us in this ceremony today. So I'll kick it off to our Fire Chief, Craig Stevens.
Good afternoon, and thank you for being here today. This event is a significant milestone for each of our new Citrus County Fire Rescue team members that are here today. To the family and friends in attendance, as members of the Citrus County Fire Rescue family, this is not just a job or a career, it's a lifestyle. Our team members will need to embrace flexibility, strength, and empathy. They will need to learn and maintain and clean a fire station. They detail vehicles. They care for their uniforms and ensure all equipment is operationally ready. They will need to know their assigned zones and communities, and that's not just knowing their communities, how to get places, but know the people in the communities. They're going to develop cooking skills. They have to have one good meal that they can cook, right? And most importantly, they have to be able to handle any emergency that comes their way with confidence and competence. And that's very important because we just never know what we're going to go into. To our new Citrus County Fire Rescue team members, when we began your program that you were in, I shared some important principles with you, and I'd like to reiterate them today. The first one is to give it your best effort. I want you to always strive to do your best on every call. The public expects excellence and proficiency from you when they call 911. Respect and dignity. Treat everyone, citizens and fellow team members, with dignity and respect, no matter the situation. Integrity. And through the program, I asked them what their definition of integrity is. And hopefully that changes as time goes on. But uphold your integrity and honor the badge. One poor decision, whether you're on or off duty, can end your career and damage the trust the public places with us. When faced with tough choices, think about both your personal family and your Citrus County Fire Rescue family. It's not just your reputation at stake. It's all of us. Self-care. Make sure you take care of yourself, both physically and mentally. The community relies on you to solve their problems, and we must be prepared. Support each other. When facing challenging calls or incidents, lean on each other for support. Humility and compassion will help you succeed in this career. And then, of course, community relations. Treat those we help like family. As I told you on day one, treat everybody like their family. You can't go wrong. And community support is vital to our mission and what we do. And then vigilance. Stay vigilant and watch out for each other. Complacency has no place in our line of work. And remember, we're dedicated to exceptional service. Reflect on the journey that brought you here today and maintain that same focus as you move forward in your career. And then, of course, most importantly, I welcome you to the Citrus County Fire Rescue family. I'm very proud of each and every one of you, and thank you. So, now we're doing the pinning? Okay. So we're going to have some important instructions. We'll see if you guys can do this. So if everybody could please stand up. Except the audience. The audience can sit down. See, it was a good test. Okay. So I'm going to have the front row, you guys are going to take a step forward. The back row, you're going to come in here and fill out this open line. Okay. Come in here. There you go. All right. And then if I can, have you guys turn around and face the crowd. And what you're going to do is you're going to repeat after me, except for when I say state your name, you're going to actually state your name, not mine, right? Okay. And if you could, I want everybody to please raise your right hand. I state your name. Do solemnly swear to perform my duties and state your rank for Citrus County Fire Rescue to the best of my ability. I pledge to serve my fellow first responders and citizens with compassion, courage, honor, trust, and integrity. I will always conduct myself in a professional manner and will dedicate my effort to saving lives and property. I swear to uphold the laws and Constitution of the United States of America, the state of Florida, and Citrus County. So help me God. Okay. You can put your hands down. And you can return to your seats. And I ask you, each and every one of you, to remember that oath every day when you come to work as we move forward, okay? Next, Chief Ellis, if you could come up and call the names.
Before we proceed, I would like to thank one of our other commissioners that came for us today. So thank you for coming to show your support. That's Commissioner Holly Davis, by the way. So. Next part of this actually uses family and audience participation to bring up our new hires. They get pinned, is what we refer to it as. You'll actually place the badge on their uniform, signifying the completion of this process. There is one thing I will preface this whole discussion. The first person to draw blood during the pinning process receives an award. So first up, I'd like to have paramedic Amanda Beach is going to be pinned by her husband, Brendan. Come up, stand right here. Next, I'd like to invite paramedic Timothy Bullock to be pinned by his daughter, Natalie.
This is the blood coming.
Yeah, it sure is. Where you?
Next, I'd like to invite EMT Marcus Karn, who's going to be pinned by Chief Long. Next, I'd like to invite EMT Brian Chapman, pinned by his father, James. Next, I'd like to introduce firefighter EMT Norman Dunkley, going to be pinned by his wife, Nashley. Next, I'd like to invite EMT Vern Numa. It's going to be pinned by Chief Long. Next, we'll have EMT Louis Ortiz, pinned by his wife, Anne Marie. Next, I'd like to invite firefighter EMT Matthew Rocco, pinned by his father, Charlie. Next, we'll have EMT Shay Swartout, pinned by cousin Devin. Next, we'll have firefighter EMT Duke Thorson, pinned by father Alfredo. Oh, he means business. And last but surely not least, we'll have EMT David Wilson to be pinned by Aunt Angela. This does bring us to the conclusion of our ceremony. I would again like to thank all of you for attending today. It is very important tradition in the fire service to do events like this. So thank you all for coming. I wish you guys the best of the rest of your day. We have some cake and refreshments in the back, and please stay for some pictures. Thank you.